Welcome. Hello, hello. My name is Kim O'Neill, and I am coming to you live today. I'm going to go ahead and read an excerpt from Dr. Judith Orloff's The Empath's Survival Guide, Life Strategies for Sensitive People. And I'm going to go and get right into it, and then I'll talk and share about some other things. Okay. So I'm going to read to you the section from Protecting Yourself from Narcissists and Other Energy Vampires. And I'm actually going to read the bulk of the whole section because it's very helpful. Let me know if you can relate to this or if this is helpful. I would love to know as well. Okay, so dealing with an emotional hangover. Although we may set excellent limits for energy vampires, it's still not uncommon for empaths to experience emotional hangovers, an energetic residue left over from the interaction. Toxic emotions can linger long afterward, which makes us feel exhausted, beset with brain fog, or even feel ill. When dealing with energy vampires, empaths often need time to recuperate later. In addition, try the following suggestions to address these hangover symptoms. Okay, I'm going to get back to the symptoms and read those at the end of this section, okay? So she gives a bunch of suggestions. And here's the rest of that section, though, that she's writing about. Your goal as an empath is to protect yourself from energy vampires so you can experience maximum wellness. Along with the strategies you now have from this chapter, which I will get back to, I strongly recommend that you continue your own emotional healing work. The law of attraction states that we attract what we give off, both positive and negative. As a result, we can attract and absorb negative emotions from others that we haven't resolved within ourselves. That's why we are extra sensitive to some people's energy, but not others. The more we heal our fears, our anxieties, our anger, the less likely we will be to take on these emotions. As an empath, my emotional healing is a priority. I don't want to be weighed down by other people's issues. The ongoing progress I've made feels truly liberating. I consider every emotion and every person in our lives, including energy vampires, to be spiritual teachers or noble adversaries. They teach us to overcome negativity and to heal ourselves. They teach us to set boundaries and to learn to love ourselves more. Of course, no one would wish for toxic relationships, but when we encounter them, let's do everything possible to protect ourselves and to be the bigger person as we learn to forgive the part of others that has forgotten how to love. And then she has this wonderful empath affirmation. So that's not really a very long section, right? It's pretty short. But she has this nice empath affirmation at the end. And the affirmation is, I will protect my energy around draining people. I will learn how to set healthy boundaries. I will learn to say no at the right times. I will listen to my intuition about the relationships that are nurturing for me. So now let's get back to what some of those protection strategies are that she lists for how to cure an emotional hangover. I hope you can hear me because I realized I think my hair might be covering my mic. Okay, so protection strategies, how to cure an emotional hangover. So she lists a bunch, and I totally resonate with these. So first one, practice the shower meditation. She says, when showering, stand under the stream of water and say this affirmation inwardly or aloud. Let this water wash away all the negative energy from my mind, body, and spirit. Feel the shower cleansing you and rejuvenating you. Another tip, use gemstones. Carry or wear one of these gemstones, a black tourmaline, an amethyst, or a black obsidian, to help ground yourself and remove an emotional hangover. Shamans teach that if you carry or wear black, you will be more protected. I wear a jade pendant of Kuan Yin, the Chinese expression of the goddess of compassion and a protector of goodness. I love how jade changes with my body chemistry and emotional shifts over the years. I want to show, I put them on my pocket. Black obsidian. I'm sharing with you what works for me, what I have noticed I really enjoy. Also, she didn't mention this one, but red jasper is very grounding. So if you have energies that feel like they're taking off course, this can be really great for that. And then one that this actually serves a different purpose. This is clear quartz. And you know what? I should have looked up what the properties of this one are, but I have actually found this one to be helpful. So I wanted to share it with you. Okay. So those are a few. And I really, personally, I mean, gemstones aren't necessarily a thing I know a whole ton about, but I have accumulated more and more over the last, I guess, few years, and especially recently, and have absolutely noticed I don't know, I just didn't used to be as drawn to them, but I have been this past year, and I have absolutely noticed a positive benefit to really just taking time to take one with me throughout my day, and really anyone that resonates with me. So I do my best to learn what the gemstones are that I have and what they are, what their energies are supposed to help with. But whether I know what they are or not in the moment, I just allow myself to go, which one's speaking to me right now? And so I encourage you, if this is something that, if you'd like to utilize gemstones in a way to support you throughout your day for whatever reason, we don't have to get all technical about it. Allow yourself to just kind of follow your intuition. What feels right for you right now? So anyway, okay, so that's gemstones. Then she talks about smudge your space. In Native American culture, burning medicinal or aromatic plants, a technique called smudging, clears negative and stagnant energy from a location. I love to burn sweetgrass. Its beautiful smell wafting through the air feels nurturing to my feminine essence. Sage is effective too. I also pick sprigs of cypress, eucalyptus, and juniper to burn. Experiment with the plant scents that you respond to. Smudging, I usually just say saging, can really make an awesome difference. Totally recommend that. Okay, next one is use negative ion generators or salt lamps. These devices produce negative ions, and negative ions clear the air of dust, mold spores, pollen, odors, cigarette smoke, bacteria, and viruses. They are also thought to remove leftover negativity in a home, an office, or other locations. A shower with its stream of moving water also produces negative ions. So that's just another thing to put in your space and help shift the energy around you. Okay, another one. Light a white candle. This sets a meditative mood and quickly removes unpleasant energy from any surrounding. White contains all the colors of the spectrum and creates comfort and calm. We've got a few more to go. Then she talks about spray rose water or use other types of aromatherapy. The delicate scent of rose water is lovely. I find it effective in soothing an emotional hangover. Inhaling lavender or spearmint essential oil is also uplifting. You can also select an essential oil and put it in a diffuser, which spreads the scent in the air. Try, oh my gosh, what just happened? Did I just reread part of it? I think I did. I'm so sorry. Try lavender, spearmint, juniper, sage, frankincense, or myrrh. Experience the sublime scent of any of these as they purify your energy and the room. Stay away from synthetic oils, though, because they can contain toxic ingredients. So I imagine that means if you're looking at diffusers and different scents, take a look at the ingredients and see if there happen to be any synthetic oils in them, right? Here's another tip. Go out in nature. Hug a tree. Do some earthing by putting your bare feet or your entire body on the ground. Rejoice in the flowers. Hold a rock in your hand or a stone. Same kind of thing. Breathe in the fresh air to cure an emotional hangover. Inhaling oxygen is a treatment for alcohol hangovers too. The purity of nature can restore your clarity and mood. Getting out in nature is incredibly refreshing. It's amazing how something so simple can have such vast benefits for your daily energy. Okay, 2 more to go. Create a sacred space for meditation. Place candles, incense, flowers, a statue of Kuan Yin, or an image of a sacred teacher on a simple table in a quiet corner. Meditating in a sacred space protects and builds positive energy, which is a balm for emotional hangovers. I want to say something about that. I love that she says, or an image of a sacred teacher. When you're dealing with something like this and recovering from an emotional hangover, an energy vampire, something that was very possibly traumatic, energetically traumatic for you, anything that provides you a sense of support and comfort and healing, go with it. Go with it. Preferably healing things, right? We're not trying to avoid the things and necessarily, become overcome with other substances to try and mask what you're dealing with. But, any of these tips or anything else that resonates for you, allow yourself to connect with that. Because when you've got some sort of, emotional hangover that you're dealing with, some sort of traumatic, energetic experience that you're dealing with, you can actually start to feel detached from what feels good and detached from even maybe being able to discern which way to go. So when you have those little moments of, this feels good, go with it. Go with it. Allow yourself to, be fueled and fed by that as you regain your strength. That is my tip. So I love that she said on a simple table, because this isn't about, you need to subscribe to some energy guru. This is about what's going to support you. And so if you find support in someone who might be considered a guru or whatever, or any teacher whatsoever, allow yourself to have that, right? Connect to that and allow that to be a source of support for you at this time. Okay, the last tip she has for healing an emotional hangover. Well, it's basically kind of what I was just saying. Seek emotional support. If negative energy is lingering from a toxic interaction, you may need some extra support to release it. Talking out the situation with a friend or therapist will allow you to voice and dispel any remaining negativity. Absolutely. Absolutely. A coach as well. And that is what I do as well. So let me go ahead and share with you. That is that section of the chapter, by the way. So this was Dealing with an Emotional Hangover from Dr. Judith Orloff's The Empath's Survival Guide. If you have this book or want to get this book, that was page 124. Fantastic book for empaths. And what do I want to say about that? So let me share just a little bit about me and what I do. So I am an interview confidence coach as well as transformational coach for big-hearted women who are in the process of accessing their inner Wonder Woman so that you can confidently move forward in your personal and professional life. And this month in October is my birthday month, and I was inspired a few weeks ago to go ahead and share a little bit more about my journey. So I've actually been doing that live over on my Facebook page. That's at Kim O'Neill Coaching. It's titled The Every Day is a New Day Show and Coaching Page, because I also host a podcast called Every Day is a New Day. So I'm connecting all the dots here for you, because you might be wondering why I'm talking about emotional vampires and emotional hangovers. I've had a journey that's been really awesome, taking me from really started with supporting people preparing for employment interviews back in 2013, that has evolved over time. And I also now help people with their podcast interviews, preparing for a podcast interview and helping them gain confidence with that, prepare for those. And also leading into personal coaching and not only gaining confidence in a setting such as presenting yourself in an interview of various kinds, but also that internal journey that what I have often found a lot of my interview coaching clients really benefit from is to really gain a true sense of feeling confident and owning who you are, is getting to the root of a lot of stuff, which can often lead to some place where we just maybe have things from our past that haven't been healed, or we're on some sort of spiritual or emotional journey somewhere along the way. Hey, Jack, good to see you. And so it's been awesome. So I absolutely love the journey that I've been on, and I love being able to support people with that wherever they may be on that spectrum. So maybe is with on the surface of helping you to present yourself, in the best way possible for a podcast or job interview, or maybe it's getting to something that goes much deeper and has to do with, finding a way to release and heal from past traumas and things in your life that are impacting maybe how you show up in different interviews or in different relationships in your life. And there may be some experiences that have also been on your spiritual healing journey, having to do with how your energy is being impacted or influenced by other people's. And it's not about them necessarily. It's about how can you learn to become stronger and more aware of what's going on with your own energy and develop your own tools for maximizing who you are and how you show up in the world and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to connect the dots there. And I have absolutely learned the value of what I read here today. So if you came into this late and you'd like to, learn more about dealing with an emotional hangover and protection strategies for moving beyond that, then definitely go back and watch the beginning of this video, because I read this awesome section from Dr. Judith Orloff's book for that. So yeah, I just wanted to make that available because I understand how helpful sharing this information can be. So I am going to follow this up. If you've seen one of my live videos before, thank you, Jack. If you've seen one of my live videos before, I also like to pull some cards. So I'm going to pull some cards, and let's just add on to some inspirational messages that we can get here. If you would like me to pull one card for you, let me know in the comments, and I will be happy to pull you one card specifically. But let's see right here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from my Self-Care deck, because we're talking all about taking care of ourselves, right? Energetically, emotionally, healing. Jack says absolutely. Okay. So Jack, this first card isn't going to be specifically for you, but hey, there's no telling. There's probably a message here for you as well, and anybody else watching. So let's see what message wants to come through for all those who are here on today's video. Okay. Ooh, oh, look at this. Friendship. And the back of the card says, call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. Oh, that's beautiful. So I think this is speaking right to, if you're in that space of feeling alone, feeling drained, feeling like you don't have anybody, maybe feeling like you don't have anyone who can understand your situation. You don't necessarily need to share all the details of your situation, but make sure that you are connecting with people. I know that when I was in a very energy draining experience, there were some friends that were immensely helpful to me, that were the start to me being able to shift and move into a healing direction. So absolutely. So call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly, right? So this is also saying that you're connecting with friends who love you and who want to support you. So not all friends are maybe necessarily even healthy friendships, healthy relationships. I'm going to see if there's another self-care card that wants to come through here. So let's see. Let's see what other message. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I got to get this card. So it fell on the floor. Hold on one second. Okay. Intent. Oh, she's naked. She's naked. The back of the card says, focus your energy. There is amazing power in a strong intention. Absolutely. And when you're feeling like your energy is drained, this may feel challenging, right? There was a second card that came out with it, though. Let's see here. Faith. Have faith. Faith grows when you act. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. I'm curious if these resonate with you. So what I notice here is that with intent, see, she's naked, but it's not about being naked. It's about being open. It's about being vulnerable. And knowing that when you focus your energy, I'm going to use an Abraham Hicks reference, you can create worlds from your energy. So maybe it's time to focus your energy on healing, focus your energy on faith, having faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. Awesome, Jack. I'm really glad to hear that this brightened your day. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for Jack. And I know that there are more people here than just Jack. So this may resonate with you as well. And feel free to chime in the comments, let us know. Jack, I am going to, let's see here. Let's pull you a card from, I don't know if you want a card from that same deck or not. Let's see, I'm going to choose a different deck. Jack, I'm going to pull you a card from my Law of Attraction deck. How about that? Well, it's the Abraham Hicks teachings. It's my well-being cards deck. I know you've seen this one before. Well-being pretty much resonates with what we're reading, what we read today. Okay, let's see here. What message wants to come through for Jack? Okay. That doesn't feel right. What message wants to come through for Jack? Give me a second, Jack. Oh, okay. I think it's this one. Oh, this one comes out a lot. I don't know why. Well, I probably do know why. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Feeling good indicates your connection to clarity, wellness, and abundance in all good things. Feeling good is your most natural core belief. Jack, let me know if this one resonates with you. What's also awesome, if you're on my Facebook, I actually just posted a super cute GIF about a cat. I know this probably sounds redundant, but about a cat just totally having fun and enjoying himself, just like this cat on this picture. Anyway, it does resonate. Good. I'm glad. You know, the other thing I totally see, this is right in alignment with what we read. It's okay to be selfish enough. It's okay to want to feel good. So I know when I was going through my energy draining experience that I ended up having to take actions that may not have been typical for me in order to achieve this. So if you find yourself having to do that, maybe it's time for you to adjust, what you're allowing yourself to do in order to be healthy. In order to be healthy, it's okay to be selfish enough to want to feel good. So you have my full permission, if you need it to hear it from anybody, to allow yourself to do what's going to support you in feeling good and regaining your energy and being healthy. You agree, Jack? Awesome. You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap up with one more card. Let's go ahead and, I'm going to pull an inner peace card. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull an inner peace card. This deck is from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer had such a nice energy, didn't he? Okay, so first I'm just going to shuffle it. Let's see what message wants to come through for everybody who watches this video today. message wants to come through for everybody who watches today's video. True happiness resides within me. Most people are searching for happiness outside of themselves. That's a fundamental mistake. Happiness is something that you are, and it comes from the way that you think. True happiness resides within me. Absolutely. Here's the back of the card. So even if you feel like your happiness, your joy, your ability to connect to what feels good and healthy, if you feel like that's gone, it's not entirely. If you can at least connect to a conscious desire for it, allow that to be your seed. Allow that to be your seed to rejuvenate and connect to this and fill this back up. Allow that to grow. And remember to connect with loving people who can support you on your journey. And choose to set an intention to make sure that this time you're going to allow yourself to be selfish enough to feel good. Have faith that your situation is going to improve, because true happiness resides within you. And even though we have this ebb and flow and things shift over time, you absolutely can heal, can regain your strength, come back even stronger. Come back even stronger. Okay, you know what? I wrote something this morning. Jack, I'm glad this is resonating for you. Thank you for letting me know. That's so awesome. Okay, I wrote something this morning. I woke up and I just was having some new insights about something, and I think there might be something here to share with you. Let me see. What did I write? Okay. I'm just going to share all of what I wrote, and feel free to let me know if this resonates with you, because I know when I had gone through my experience, a big part of the journey and the learning had to do with connecting with how emotions feel in my body, which of course there are different types of empaths. So if you totally resonate with being an empath, you might be thinking, well, absolutely, I know what that feels like, right? Because you're just so used to feeling things in your body. But there are different degrees of how you may experience your empath abilities. And you may even be growing into some new ones. Okay. So anyway, so I'm going to talk about feeling your emotions in your body. So here are just some thoughts, and let me know if this resonates with you. If you consider yourself to have a high pain tolerance, are you sure you actually know what pain fully feels like in your body? Is it possible your tolerance is only as high as it is because somewhere along your path you actually learned how to disassociate with that pain or any discomfort of what that actually feels like in your body? Have you detached from what your body tells you so much that life has brought you painful situations and people to help you recognize what it feels like so you can reconnect back to you through learning when to say no much earlier than you have been? Allow yourself to sit with the unease of saying no so your body can start to understand and receive the act of love it was just given. Okay, so these are kind of different thoughts here, okay? My final thought here is you'll understand. So let's say you have a decision to make, right? And you're trying to understand, gosh, should I say yes or no? And you'd be trying to discern like, what is your body communicating to you? You'll understand what a full body 100% yes feels like in your body much more clearly when you allow yourself to feel what a no feels like, even if it's a combined yes-no in your head. Okay, I know these were different thoughts. I just wanted to share that with you because those were really awesome as they came through for me. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Please go ahead and if you're on the replay, let me know if you found this helpful and what you're taking away, if you have any questions. And if you'd like to connect with me over on Facebook as I continue to do more videos throughout October 2019, I will also be sharing them here on YouTube. But if you want to join me live, that's over on Facebook at Kim O'Neill Coaching, the Every Day is a New Day show and coaching page. And tonight, so October 9th, 2019, tonight I have another new live guest on my show, the Every Day is a New Day, and she's going to be coming on and she's going to be sharing her story about how she healed herself from fibromyalgia, recovered from burnout, and basically talk about self-care and also provide some tips for the audience. And so if you'd like to join us for that, that is tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And of course, you can always watch the replay and it'll be shared here on YouTube later as well. But if you want to ask questions in real time for she or I, then I invite you to join us over there. So that's all. I hope you have a wonderful day and so good to see you all. Thank you, Jack. I'm glad this made your day. I'll see you all next time.